Forgive me, I got the stat wrong on Max Strus. He's shooting 4% in their losses. In all of their losses, he's shooting 4%. Jeff Van Gundy is with us. You can see on his face the thrill and joy of the basketball season. You can see that he is radiant and excited to be here. Look at him, trying to use the muscles on his face to summon a smile, but they don't work because those muscles have atrophied. I saw you on Friday. I was delighted to see you. My delight was not met with your delight. You seemed disoriented. You seemed confused. There was a lot of bustle around you. How are you feeling about these finals right now, Jeff? Because everybody who walked out of the arena the last time they played was like, Denver's just better.
Well, first of all, when I saw you on Friday, I was working and you were bothering me as I was working. So, I just wanted to clarify that.
Wait a minute. You were walking to go get snacks at halftime.
I was walking because I'm old and I was trying to get to the bathroom at halftime. Yes.
That's working.
Big difference.
ABC
Big
pays
difference.
you to walk and go to the bathroom. Put it on the poll, Juju, at LeBatard Show. Should ABC be paying Jeff Van Gundy for going to the bathroom?
It's a good union right there.
I would say without a doubt. And I would say that, yes, so far Denver's been just a lot better than Miami. I mean, they're just bigger at every position, and their two best players have performed extraordinarily well. I think they're going to have to try to limit Murray. Miami is somehow. I thought the zone was effective. They didn't play it at all in Game 4, probably due to the rebounding discrepancy in Game 3, where they got dominated by 25. So, the size really has worn them down. But I think actually, the shooting of the guards for Miami has been obviously not up to what they hoped, but Bam Adebayo to me has been absolutely terrific. He has competed as hard as one can compete.
People in Miami are very frustrated with him, and all I say is, well, the guy he's playing against is better than him. There's no shame. The guy he's playing against is better than just about anybody who's ever played.
Yeah, my frustration, if I was a Miami Heat fan, would not be with Adebayo. I mean, when a guy gives all he gives to the game, and he's improved so much. You look at what he does well. He can defend so many people and so many things defensively. He then on offense is a great giver. He's a tremendous passer and screener, which is the giving part of the game. I think he's improved rapidly as a scorer. And yeah, if you have a problem with Jokic being better than Adebayo, okay, well, then you'd have a problem with everybody else in the NBA as well. So I think he's actually competed very, very well against Jokic. The frustration should not lie there.
Where should it lie?
That Denver's really good, and that, Miami is, not shot the ball particularly well. I don't think anything Miami's done. They've competed hard. I just think so far in the first 4 games, other than Game 2, fourth quarter, Denver has been just a better team. And I don't think there's any shame in not being as good as somebody in the NBA if you're giving all you have to the cause. And I certainly think when I watch Miami, they're giving everything they have to the cause of winning.
Stugotz, why did you do that? He said that.
I think I'm right. I'm not so certain I'm wrong here.
Okay, but let me explain to the audience. He said where frustration should lie, and your response was, where should they lay? Why did you do that?
Where should it lay is what I said. And I think that's the way you say it. I'm not certain. Jeff, were you thrown off by that? I'm an English major, so, I should know if anyone in this.
I didn't really hone in as much on the pronunciation. I wouldn't even know what the correct verbiage was on that.
See?
Help me, Jeff, with something here. I would like, can you promise me that you will not, the remainder of this series, at any point be surprised that Duncan Robinson is now going to the rim?
I can't promise I'll do that. I can't. I love what I've seen. I know I sound like a proud father on the broadcast every time he drives by somebody and makes a good play, but I love improved players. And and to get to that, what he's done, particularly when the year has not gone really well for him, to keep improving even as you sit a lot and you've had minutes taken away for, because other guys were performing better. I think Robinson and the Heat should be really proud of how he's been able to offensively continue to evolve and necessarily evolve, because it can't just be about three-point shooting. It's too erratic. Everybody's three-point shooting is too erratic to just count on that. So I think it's a really good I think Robinson's done a really good job for his career in being able to – he's done a great job cutting. Adebayo finds him for, cutting baskets, and then the ability to use his great shooting to make them close hard and drive by. And you are going to hear when he gets his first layup again tonight, probably the wonder of my voice, about his improvement.
Hey, Jeff, it's Mina. I was wondering if you could give us here in Miami some encouragement. It feels as though everyone here is beaten down and defeated. You said the size advantage is a problem, but I've heard that size doesn't matter. It's about the motion in the ocean. So please verify that the Heat have a chance.
Well, no, whoever told you size doesn't matter never coached in the NBA.
Oh, okay.
So I can't.
I'll call her.
That's unfortunately something that you can't change. But I would say if I was a Heat fan, I would go to Game 2's start. They were the more ready team. Obviously, Denver is one win away. They're ready to celebrate. You hope, if you're a Miami fan, that their players, coaches, organization has skipped a couple steps over the last couple days and is thinking about the end versus putting in the work it takes to win tonight. Because if you remember back, they started the game so very well in Game 2. And I think they've got to get off to a good start. Strus helped that. Gabe Vincent was terrific. Basically, they have been ineffective in the other games. And I think if Vincent and Strus can give them some punch to start the game, then I think, playing ahead, allows you to do, play with a little bit more confidence. And even though they got down in that game, in the second, third, and they were down 8, I think, going into the fourth, if you're just around, Jimmy Butler can, he can take over a game. He hasn't had one of those Milwaukee type of games.
Kenny,
Yes,
but Kenny, since he injured his ankle, Kenny.
Oh, stop with the excuses. It's not an ankle thing.
But he hasn't been the same player since he hurt his ankle. He hasn't done that since he hurt his ankle, has he?
Excuses.
Again, Jimmy Butler, everybody is hurt. Every time if Jokic doesn't play well, are we going to say if Jokic doesn't play great tonight, is it because of his ankle or are we going to? He
had a bad game the last game, and he hurt his ankle. That probably had something to do with it.
Can we revisit?
I love how we give. It's just so funny to me in the media how certain guys, when they play well, are cut slack for whatever issues may have occurred, and other guys don't get slack cut to them. I get on Mike Breen about this all the time. When Steph Curry was in the finals, every time he missed a shot, it was because of his ankle, and every time he made a shot, it was heroic for overcoming an ankle. I mean, it's just to me, if you're out there, you're healthy enough, and you should be judged on your performance. And Jimmy Butler is absolutely able to have one of those games. And I just don't see any reason, in this type of situation, why he and Bam Adebayo couldn't set a tone, get some needed help, and them win this game. I think if you're a Miami fan, you have to believe that.
I got to say, I was the only one in here who felt had a little bit of hope in the Heat winning, and Jeff's taking that hope from me because
a really shitty inspirational speech.
I asked him to give us some motivation,
really bad,
and he said you got to hope that Denver is already celebrating.
Yes, and do what you did when you were down 8 in the fourth quarter. That was his.
It's over, guys. It's over.
That was his inspiring speech. I do think it's fair.
Let's hope Spo has something better than I just gave you guys. because if it's like, 1, 2, 3 Cancun, that's probably not.
It would be hard for him to have something worse than what you just gave us in terms of inspiration. On the Bam front, though, because I believe Malone told you early in the series, if he wants to get 26 points on 25 shots, we will live with that. They're living with his mid-range jumper. And in the last game, when they needed Bam to, be better, he had 7 turnovers while Denver as a team had 6. Like, that's not how Miami plays, Jeff. Like, that's you could say that he's doing things that you want him to do, but he didn't dunk when he had a wide open dunk because Jokic, understandably, is really big and would bother anybody. And 7 turnovers is a disaster. It's twice as many as they had in one of the games.
Well, Captain Obvious, that was really inspiring as well. I think Murray had 7 turnovers in the previous game and they won. And everybody was raving about Murray's play. So, again, we're going on the result. Miami didn't get the result they want. Thus, you're looking for
Murray
reasons
had a
why.
triple-double. He had 7 turnovers.
Yeah, but Dan, you're picking on the one guy for the Heat that's showing up for this series. Where's Jimmy Butler been? Where's Strus? Where's Vincent? Where are all those guys?
Yeah, I am surprised that anybody would look at Bam Adebayo, the effort he's given, and his performance, and say, hey, it's an Adebayo issue. It's not. Like, when I watch the game, I think the guy has competed hard. Yes. Is he going to go in the low post and pummel you? No, that's not his game. Is he going, like, to me, he had a couple drives that he could have finished, but when he's exerting all he's exerting, playing the minutes he's playing, I think he's been the brightest spot that Miami has had so far in this series. And that doesn't mean he's been perfect, but I think he's played terrific basketball.
Jeff, good seeing you. Thank you for joining us, for making the time, for spreading your joy all over our show. It's
hey, listen, I'm wearing my Triangle of Toughness shirt that someone sent me from Avon Old Farms, coach there, and it is humble, disciplined, and passionate. You guys got to come up with your own Triangle of Toughness, because mentally this series has broken you right now, and you have to reinvigorate your enthusiasm for why Miami can come back and win it.
Lazy, sad, and fake.
That was a little better by him.
Thank you, Jeff. Good seeing you.
All right.